It's 9:43 on a Sunday. Got a fair amount of wind heading my way, but I'm going to head up the Boulder Creek path and find my way to a trailhead and do a little bit of trail running. Do a little bit of talking to the camera possibly too. I'm on the Lions Lair trail and a lot of wind. It's a very popular Boulder hiking and trail running trail, and it's so good to be out here. I haven't been out here in so long. I think it's been, I don't know how many months since I've been on Lions Lair, but it feels like a year. It's been a while. I think it was actually in May was the last time I was on here. So it's February like 19th or something, or 20th, I don't know. And yeah, it feels so good to be out here, just the way this trail is. And I've had so many times running down this trail in all different conditions, different times of day, at night. Feels good to be out here. So why do I love trail running? I love being outside. I love the feeling of a trail under my feet. I love looking through the trees, seeing the blue sky or gray sky like today through the trees. I love being in the pines, being in the aspens, whatever kind of trees are around you. Just breathing in fresh air. I love the feeling of exertion, movement through the trees, on the trail. I love that feeling of cool sweat, breathing hard, hearing your breath, that feeling of when you're working hard, you're exerting hard. I love all of that. I love the adversity aspect of it. Like today, it's actually, the weather's a little bit more challenging than I thought it would be. It's been fairly windy, a little colder than I expected, but it's that adversity that also makes it special. A lot of times it's more of a physical adversity, where running, a lot of it's managing injury, but there's something about that keeps you at it too. It's something, the process is a continual process, the process of improvement, or the process of recovery, the process of constantly dealing with something. But while you're doing that, you're always experiencing the outdoors, you're always experiencing nature, and you see a lot of creatures out here. You see squirrels, you see birds, might see deer, might see a black bear, elk, little guys, little lizards, butterflies, you know, whatever it is, all the different insects, beetles. You get to experience all of that while you're in this process of improvement. Another thing about trail running is it's just so engaging. It's engaging of your body, it's engaging of your mind. You know, just like getting your feet through all the little places you have to go over certain rocks. Maybe you want to land on this rock, land between these rocks. And it's just so engaging. There's twists and turns, things you have to jump over sometimes. And yeah, it's just so engaging of your mind and body and spirit all the time. And even though you navigate different little dips and rocks and logs and whatever steps you go down, there's still this rhythm of running and the rhythm of your footsteps. And it's such an amazing thing and an amazing feeling. On a downhill like this, you feel a little bit of speed, and that kind of thing makes it so much fun too. Just more aspects of trail running that I love. You just feel so engaged. It's a wonderful thing. And other people do it also, I think, for the community. And that's an aspect of it for me too. Though a lot of my running is solo running. I love the solo running. I love all the reflections I've had and all the times I've gotten to experience nature kind of on my own terms, my own time frame. But there's also that aspect of sharing it with people. I love that stuff. Even if it was just about nature itself, for me, that would probably be enough. That feeling of breathing in fresh air, seeing the seasons change, seeing the snowfall, seeing the little shoots pop out in the springtime, the wildflowers. When I'm not on the trail for a couple weeks in the spring, it's just amazing to come back and see how everything's changed in that time that I was away. Yeah, and let's not forget about competition. Right now, that's not... Whoa, check this out. Found a deer shed. Nice mule deer antler on the ground. So, for me, it's not about competition at all at this point. But it has been in the past. It's so fun to think about the races you might do, and maybe it's just about finishing that race. Maybe it's just about finishing your first ultra. That's an awesome thing, and going through that entire experience of the race and all the different pieces, the highs and lows of it. Or it can be maybe you're actually really competitive, and it's fun to see the people at the races. It's fun to see, people at the start line, at the finish, at the aid stations, to share experiences on the trail. You might meet someone who's kind of running your pace and share those kind of experiences too. So, some tracks up here where there are no other tracks. Same time, I guess, might as well say, since it is so dominant, the racing aspect of things, that you don't have to do that at all. Not at all. And you can also enjoy just being outside and all the other aspects of running, and it can be about performance also without the races too. For the last year, I really haven't thought about competition at all. It's just been about having fun, enjoying different things, different adventures, different trails, mountains. And on the note of objectives and goals, that kind of thing, just what about the daily objective of getting out for a run? You have these, or maybe it's a weekly objective to getting out on a trail. And it's maybe becomes routine and ritual for you. And it's so important, I think. It's been important for me. I think my mental health, my emotional health, my physical health, they've all benefited so much from just having these objectives that are part of my routine. And it's a great thing about trail running, or really any kind of running or regular activity that you do. You just know you have, or you're going to have, an objective, multiple times a week maybe. It's going to keep you in a good rhythm with your life. Whew. It's definitely colder than I thought it would be today. And because I'm on this trail Lions Lair, it brings me back to times where I tried to run this really as fast as I could down, in times when I've been like really low blood sugar and I got in a weird zone and you just like can't even feel your legs, and you're like, man, I hope my legs just keep moving underneath me, otherwise I'm just gonna fall on my face. And just some more of that adversity I was mentioning earlier, dealing with that kind of thing. It can happen in different ways all the time. And you might also get a run where everything clicks and you just, everything feels really good. Your body feels really good. You know, you feel really good. Your legs feel great and you're fast. And then it's, you know, kind of the opposite of that adversity. You feel like everything's just super. And there are those moments too. For me, you know, when everything's perfect like that, it's not that common, but when it happens, I love it. It feels amazing. But I'm down for whatever the day brings. It's all a process. It's a journey, and it's all about the journey. Every day I love it. Whew. And I'm almost to the bottom of the Lions Lair trail. I love coming down these swooping switchbacks. Just remember all the evenings I've done this, some mornings, and it just feels so good down here. Gonna get back on the bike, ride the bike down Sunshine Canyon, back into Boulder, and we'll go from there. Whew. The final steps.